All right, here we go. Hello everybody, CryptoVince here. So sorry for my English, it's been a long time I haven't done a streaming, so cope with me. I'm just gonna freestyle today through the charts. Just showing some ideas. As I said before, I'm not a professional or a financial advisor, so take this as just an overall view of my opinion of the market right now. I'm just starting with this chart just because I want to show you guys that I'm overall bullish on Bitcoin. When it comes to the long term, I just think a correction might happen because it happened every single cycle. So I'm gonna try to do like the monthly time frame, the weekly, the daily, and then maybe we'll look at the 4-hour. So I would like to just start from a clear chart here. I posted this on the channel the other day, and I just wanted to show you guys how the moving average is acting as a support right now. You can see the yellow is the 20 MA, the red is the 50, and the blue is the 100. This is the monthly time frame. As you can see, since the beginning, this is the index, overall index. So since 2010, Bitcoin has been using the MA20 as a support, as you can see here. Then as soon as he broke it, it started to use the 50 as a support. So now when we started the new cycle here, we go up. When the bullish market was over, then it went back down to the 50 MA, not the 20. And he did it again here. We went up and bounced not on the yellow, but on the red one. Then on the other cycle, it went all the way up and dropped below the yellow, below the red, and used the blue one as a support this time. So why I want to show you this is like every time we go higher and higher, when on the correction, we use a longer moving average as support. So if we drop here, we might go all the way down to the blue one, which is around 50k, 40k. And I mean, this might not seem like a correction here because it's just a logarithmic chart. But if you switch to regular chart, you can see how immense is the correction here. I mean, is way bigger. The money that went out of the market here is insane compared to the correction here. Even though this correction was 80%, this correction is currently, I think, 25 or 20%. We'll look later. But of course, the market cap is massive here. So there's so much money that went out of the market. So it's a pretty intense correction. But of course, if we switch to the logarithmic, it seems like it's nothing there, but that doesn't mean it's not important. You guys might remember what happened in October. Was it October 7 when we had the crash? Here, this crash here was October 10. Yeah, it was, it was a massive crash, and all the altcoin market, some altcoin dropped minus 85%, so it was crazy. And when that happened, I was like, this doesn't sound okay. And in fact, we bounced. We made just a 50% correction, and then we kept going down and lower, making lower lows and lower highs. So let's go on this chart here. You guys probably have seen this, but I would like to explain this in more detail. Let me remove the moving average. So what I see now is 4 cycles that they last 45 months around you. So you can see here 45 bars, 42 bars, 46 bars, 45. And I mean, this is not precise here because I cannot really understand which is the all-time low here. If it's this, if the bearish market stopped here or is stopped there. So this, if I move this line, you know, we could find an average here in the compared to from this cycle to this cycle. So, but you know, overall it seems like every cycle there is a bullish outcome and then a bearish one. Bullish, bearish, bullish, bearish, bullish, bearish. I mean, this goes together with the halving. The halving happens every 4 years, so it seems like Bitcoin wants to correct around every 4 years, you know. So this is the reason number one why I think a correction might be due the next year, probably, you know. I think the next year could be bearish. What else can I notice here? Every time the bullish market was more intense compared to the consecutive one. So here we went up 60,000%. Here we went up 12,000%. So we went in a lower. It was less strong, the push, and we on the third cycle we went up only 2,000%, and currently we are at 700%. I mean, we could see an increase in value from here, but I mean the price will have to go all the way up to 400k in order to see the same push as we had on the previous cycle. So because the push has been always less and less, I'm assuming this next push will be lower. So if this is the current top, 700% will be the one. And the duration of the bullish market was always longer. So we can see here 25 months bullish market. Here we have 28 months. Here we have 33, and here we might have 34. And the correction, it's also very interesting because the correction in terms of time, it's always less. So here we have 20 months of correction. Here we have 14 months, as you can see here. Here we have 13 months, and here we could have even a shorter bearish market. So if the correction happen here, we might go up around September 2026, if that's the case, and you know, we could go higher at that point. And I mean, at that point, if we move towards the 1 million, this structure will be broken. Or I mean, I could be totally wrong, and we just we go straight from here all the way up, and then we correct after. But I mean, this is just what I'm noticing in the chart. If the pattern will repeat itself. Then another thing that I noticed is that the correction was always shorter in terms of percentage. So here it was minus 87%. Here it was minus 84. Here it was 78. So I'm assuming here could be less. So minus 72%. And if we look at Fibonacci retracement, so if you can see this Fibonacci retracement that I trace all of the bullish market, we retraced about 23% here. We retraced 38% here. We retraced 50% here. So has been increasing in terms of Fibonacci retracement. So this could be 61% retracement and will bring us to around 40k. So, you know, it fits in the idea, you know. It's not a bad idea. And you know, we have been going up so much without any crazy correction. I mean, there could be a correction, man, like. And you know, if you guys have been following the market like me since 2017, we know this shit can happen. So it happened already twice, 80%. Like, we would have never thought, when I was here at 20k, I would have never thought we would have went all the way down. We would have gone all the way down to 3k. It fucking happened. And here it was 70k. We went all the way down to 14. So why not? I'm not saying it's gonna happen, but you know, we need to be careful here. And I will do an analysis on the lower time frame to see other things that make me think a correction can happen. So this is the monthly. What else I can say here? Not much, I think. So this is my Ethereum. Okay, so what I wanted to show you next. Let me see. I want a clear chart for 1 second. Also, I have this one. It's still a monthly analysis that I did, discounting that the correction stopped here, the bearish market stopped here. And it's very funny because it seems like there is 35 months, 12 months correction, 35 months bullish market, 12 bars, so 12 months correction, and then we are just surpassed the timeline here, if this needs to last 35 months too. So this is another interesting view. If you go in the weekly, we can see here we were dropping. The only thing I don't like here is, like, if this is following this parabolic trend, then it means it will never go above that. But I mean, I don't think it's possible. I mean, at that point we will break it if we want to go up to 1 million, you know. I mean, a trend doesn't have to last forever, I guess, but you know, sometimes it might need to touch a few times before breaking it. So let me go on a clear chart here. Okay, this is clear. Let me go on the weekly. So what we can see from the overall trend is that we went parabolic after this high, right? And price never came down to retest the level because Bitcoin was just extremely bullish. Then we went parabolic here and we corrected, retesting the high here, the swing high, which was the support. Then we went back up, and this might happen again, right? If it seems like it's slowing down, it's not as parabolic as it was before. Like, look how crazy it was here. Then we did the nice parabola here, but not as intense as we did this one. And the same here, it doesn't even look like a parabola right now. It's just like a straight trend line. Maybe we go parabolic now, I don't know, but we really need to go up to 500k on this move and then correct. But you know, I mean, a retest of this level could be possible, right? And then go back up, maybe, you know. So that would be 70K. This is based just on, you know, a simple analysis on the of the monthly time frame. Sorry, I'm just looking at the chat. Hi, Hank. Hi, Pablo. And so what I wanted to check was the weekly. The weekly is interesting. Why? It's very interesting because the same thing happened in this view that I'm showing here. I think we went parabolic. We push up very fast here. Here we retested the level. Then as soon as we broke those highs here, we never retested those level here. Right, we went crazy up. There was FOMO, bullish, everything was crazy. Then we went up again. We retested that level, but I mean, you guys can see how much we slow down, right? Like it's pretty clear because after this high, Bitcoin. I mean, if we were really bullish here, Bitcoin should have just going and going and going, and then maybe corrected, but it didn't happen, man. Like, we have stayed above 100 and then retested 100K, then tried to push, and you can see here we tried to break all-time high 3 times. 3 times we did it, and it didn't do it. Then we bounce on it for, you know, one time here, and one time here. And then we definitely broke. We broke last week, and now we're continuing to go down. So it just like from the strength of the trend, it looks like it didn't want to go up, man. Like, and you know, if we consider just the basic levels here, we have a support here of this low. So this could be a level that we need to watch. And of course, we have also this high here that could act as a support. Let me put my balance detector. And you know, we have no demand. We have no demand in between here. We have no demand inside this candle, but I mean, on the daily we do. And we are currently on this daily demand here, right? I traced it on the channel already. So we are right there. I'm sorry, I don't pay for TradingView because I don't need to. I just, you know, trace 2 lines. I don't need to pay TradingView anymore, but I don't have the 2-day time frame. If I switch to the 2-day time frame or 3-day time frame, there is still a demand level here, so it's still important to look at this because we could see a bounce. We could see a bounce at this level. But I mean, saying that we are on a bearish move, at least in this section here, that's bearish. I mean, we cannot say otherwise. This is ranging, and this was the bullish, right? So we have seen a change in the trend pattern from bullish to range to downtrend here. So it seems like he wants to drop. So I will be looking at still short entries at the moment, because on the weekly we have seen we broke the levels, right? On the weekly we broke this low. Oh, that's too big. Lower low. Sorry, this is not a lower low. It's a lower high, because yeah, this is one that I wanted to show you guys. So this is the low, and this is the higher low. And we were supposed to make another higher low, but we just what the hell? I want this one. Okay, I go here. We have a lower low here, right? Lower low. So the market structure is broken, and he broke here this low. I mean, he didn't broke this one only, he broke also this one. So the market structure has been destroyed on the weekly. And I mean, the last support is the green level here, if we want to go just by the highs and the lows. What else I can see here? Then, you know, every time on this time frame, on this trend, every time we had a major correction, we went down 30% here. We went down 30% here, actually all the way here. And why not? We could go another 30% here. So if that's the case, we can go down perfectly, exactly at the green line there. You know, is it? Yeah. So that's why I'm thinking it's possible. That's around 85K. It's around 85K. So yeah, this is the weekly. So this is on the Bitcoin. So let me check the if I have some other weekly charts on my trading view here. Weekly. Well, as you guys can see, this is the main one I'm looking at. On the daily, I mean, fuck, like we broke below the low, below the diagonal support, below the other diagonal support. I've traced few here because I didn't know which one I had to trace, so I traced more. And you know, you can see the lower high and lower lows, and we just destroyed the level. We almost reached under 61% here, Fibonacci retracement of this move upward. I can even trace, let's see where this one lands, because I haven't done that. If I trace this move here, this upward move, I want to know the Fibonacci retracement of this one. So we are on, we broke below the 61. So if I add the 127, no. Under 61 to under 60, yeah, that's way low. 227, under 44. I mean, I haven't used many times the 261, to be honest with you, but I mean, if that's the case, that will be around 84K that I say a 3% drop from all-time high can happen. We are right there, but I mean, before to reach there, we need to break a below demand, local demand here, and then we have some support here, I guess, some demand here. Oh, this is the moving average. Is it the weekly? Oh, the weekly didn't cross yet. Oh yeah, this is important, of course. The weekly time frame has used the 50 MA as a support here. You can see here that we had a wick, but we never closed below. Here also we had a wick below, but we closed above. And also here we tapped, went up, we dropped, and we went up. So what is it today? Thursday, Friday? I can't remember. Friday. So we need, we have like 2.5 days to close above this level. If we close below, I mean, we might be looking at the next MA as support, which again is still around 85k. So this 85k is showing up on multiple levels, on multiple charts. You know. Hey Pepe, how's it going? So this is what the this is the view on the daily. Let me put my imbalance detector to see the FVGs. So we have one below 100k, just above 100k. Okay. So if this candle we close today in 4 hours, we will have another FVG here. So we can see, we might see a bounce. We might see a bounce. Of course, the 98 swing low will be for sure a level to watch as a resistance. So let's say we bounce here on the demand, right? What I'm gonna look is I'm gonna go look for a short opportunity. I mean, because we are bearish in the short in the local trend here. So it's either gonna do this and maybe go lower, or it might go retest the 100k, and you know, it might go lower more, testing the 90k, 92k, where the CME gap is. Then I mean, if it breaks above 100 and it can recover about 100, well, that will be interesting to see what happened. I mean, I'm not gonna long above 100. It's still weak to me. If you guys wanna take a risk here, catching a falling knife, you can enter a long here and you know, hope this is the bottom. But that would be gambling for me. If you are a long-term holder, you just want to accumulate here. You don't care that it's gonna go to 90 or 85. That's up to you. I mean, but you know, 100k has a strong support, strong resistance here now, caused by this low. So you know, if we break this level 100k, we will evaluate, you know, in case this starts to you know, retest this level and start a reversal here. Let me look at some other daily charts that I have. Well, this was perfect. I mean, I traced this one when it was around here, so it went a little bit low, and then it went to my target and dropped. So that was a pretty good correction. We still have this broadening wedge pattern. I mean, like, I haven't traded such a pattern before, but I mean, this is the idea that is doing this. but he failed to go all the way up here. So it's like, can we consider this? Can we consider this move here at this point? Like, consider this just a manipulation, you know, just a week that, just a manipulation, fake out, however you want to call it. And, you know, maybe we have a fake out here of the pattern and go back up. Yeah, I mean, it's not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea, but I mean, if we want to look a little bit bullish here, I like more the wolf wave as a better pattern. Let me see what it is. I mean, this was another good one. This was another good one. A small Elliott wave here with an ABC correction, a bearish flag, follow up by another Elliott wave. It's perfectly on the 161% without considering the long wick. So, you know, that was cool. It was cool. Okay, so this is the bullish wolf wave. So, as I said, the pattern might be cancelled here, but I mean, because the chart is not perfect, so we cannot, you know, every time I chart, I calculate the fact there can be error in the chart. I mean, even this, if this part of the trend broke below it, you know, whatever. I mean, we can still consider this as a pattern if we consider this as a 1 2 3 4 5 itself here, right? 1 2 3 4 5. And the bullish wolf wave, usually fakes out below the falling wedge, and then it goes back up. So this, you know, would be something like that. And then, you know, move upwards. I've used this few times, and it can be precise. I've used it on the massive time frame. I've used it on Forex few times in the lower time frame, and it works. It works pretty good. But I mean, before saying that, you know, this is what is gonna happen, you know, I don't wanna. This would be, you know, a break of all-time high, of course, and I mean, if I trace a line here that connects this high, you know, it's close between 133 to 140. You know, if we start to go up here, guys. I mean, if we go below 9, yeah, I mean, if we go below 94, this pattern doesn't even count anymore. But I can show bullish wolf wave. Bullish wolf wave, like this one. See, it shows a breakout below the diagonal support that connects to 1 2 3. So, you know, we can count as a fake out. Some charts it doesn't, but some chart consider that. So could be an option. But we need to bounce right here, right? Like right now, right now. Like, I mean, there's no. I mean, if we drop below 93, we're fucked, man. Like. And we really will have to consider a bearish market in that case. This is my main idea. Let me go on this other. What else I have here? Daily. Let me see if I forgot something. So this is the other I mean, this is all the possibilities. So blue and green, if you like answered the poll in the channel, you're wrong. So we might be going for the red one. So a retest of that level could be interesting. So if we bounce here, we have also to consider this diagonal support as a resistance now, because there are 3 touches. So it's a pretty good one. So this might happen. What else I have? And I mean, yeah, I mean, I don't have much else to show. What else can we see? If you guys have any questions, you can type in the chat. I mean, I think Bitcoin is what moves the market. So Ethereum, I mean, I'm not even looking at Ethereum right now, but you know, it broke below the weekly demand, and there is imbalance here, and there is no support. I mean, there is a wick, just a wick around 2800, and then we have support at 2.5, which will be 50% Fibonacci. So even Ethereum looks like shit, because it broke all-time high, and then it stayed here for fucking months, and you know, it didn't show strength. If he broke once, then he tried to recover, then he broke again, then he definitely broke, and then it's continuing to go down. So the altcoin market has been acting different in every cycle, to be honest. Yeah, Hank is asking how the alt market is moving compared to Bitcoin. I mean, from what I see, it changes every cycle. So now the market seems more mature. Seems like more mature in the way that they are focusing on the main coins. So BNB, Solana, Ethereum, what else is going up? ADA or Link, I think. But I mean, I don't think we will ever have an altcoin market like happened in 2017, where everything went up 100x. Like, there's so much money right now into the market. I mean, what is the market capitalization right now? 3 trillion. I mean, it's fucking high. Bitcoin itself is 2 billion right now. So I mean, how higher can they go? We know that the market, when it goes up in market cap, it starts to slow down. I mean, we are a fucking 150k with Bitcoin. So I don't know, man. Like, I don't even want to look at the dominance chart because I don't know, it doesn't tell me much. I mean, I've seen just like triangle here, and I mean, this, I don't know, man, if I can trust this chart. Back in the day, Bitcoin was going down while altcoins were going up, but this was also before USDT, you know, before Tether was even invented, I think. Do you guys remember we were charting the BTC market? So Ethereum BTC, in order to make more Satoshis, more sats. I mean, we don't do that now because we have a USDT market. So if you want to sell Bitcoin, you don't sell into altcoins anymore. You sell into USDT. So it's even worse now because you know, people sell into USDT, so they don't sell into altcoins, while before people will sell into altcoins and altcoins would go up while Bitcoin would go down. But this is not the case now because we have Tether, so everybody just goes in Tether, waits a little bit until it goes down, and then you know, they buy back in. So I don't know. I don't think I've seen a pattern that can tell me that Bitcoin will go down and altcoin will go up. But major altcoins that I'm looking is BNB. Oh, I mean BNB is correcting too. If I go on the, yeah, look at that fucking, what was that? I mean, 35% drop, man, that's huge. That's huge. So, as soon as Bitcoin, BNB started to go down, I thought that something was not right, man. Like, it looked weak. I mean, it didn't go up after this week here. After the crash, I was very curious to know, because you know, sometimes when we have these massive weeks, usually the market pumps. We have seen this in let me see. I wanna find the chart. Where are you? Shit, what is it? The one with the pattern. Is it not here? Oh yeah, here. So the red horizontal lines are all the liquidity swaps. I don't know how to say it in English. So every time we have a fake out of the level, we have a reversal. So this happened all the time. Look, from here, as soon as we went below to catch the stops below this low, we moved up. Then we caught the stops above this high, we went down. Then we went up, and we caught the stops here, and we went down. So every time this happens, it moves on the other way. So just here, it didn't happen in a strong way. I mean, this move downward took all the stops here, like all these stops here, and price didn't fucking go up. Like, come on, there was a signal right there, man. Like, it dropped again, and that was depressing. But here I had some hope, to be honest. Here I had some hope. When we start to go back up here again, I had some hope. But I remember advising you on the channel, if we don't break above 116, it's not good. And of course we didn't break market structure, and we drop even more. So what I was saying is that on BNB we have a week that was massive, and it gave a nice reaction, so I was happy because of that. But then we had the liquidity swap and we went down. It was a massive fake out, so that's not good. Like, fuck, look at this week, man. I mean, to me, it didn't look like we went down to take liquidity. It seems like a fucking manipulation there, because it was straight on all-time high, and then the China tariff news went out, and everything went to shit. I mean, some coins literally went down minus 85%, so it's not good. You know, on the weekly, actually on the monthly, we have a look at the week, man. So now we have a massive week on top, which is even stronger than than the bottom, and on the monthly is a doji. So a doji on top of the trend, this, you know, can be an evening star pattern that can lead to a correction. And that's it, guys. I mean, I don't want to make this longer. What else we can see? Ethereum we've seen. BNB. Oh, Sol, I had a notification that dropped to 12%. The fuck happened? I didn't check it. Yeah, so it's dropping too here. Log. Yeah, how much it changes the logarithm versus the linear. But we could have another head and shoulder here. So I would be looking at this level to the neckline to consider a short, because I mean there's no support, no demand here. Little demand here, but it was tested once, so so yeah, guys, that's it. I was looking at SAO too. I mean, something fucked up in today. A massive candle. I mean, recovered. Like I was looking at the 4K level, and I was like looking at the breakout of the 4K, and this is happened, and it went all the way up, and then boom, went back down again. So it's been a mess these past few weeks in the overall market. So let's check just the lower time frame. So this breaker block, fuck, I'm so pissed I didn't see this, man. Like I really love all breaker blocks. I really love a breaker block. Like this is the block that took liquidity above supply here, broke the block, retested once, went down, then retested twice, and boom, all the way down. I love this. I love these patterns here. So this price action. It's very interesting. And then, you know, I swear to God, when we were here the other day, I was gonna put this. I didn't do it. I don't know. I forgot, or I didn't want to. You know, I don't want to suggest, you know, trades when I post stuff in the channel, because I want people to like make their own decision. I don't want to trace a perfect way, but you know, I swear to God, I traced this, but I didn't post it, and I thought I thought it was gonna go all the way up here to retest this level, but it just went all the way up to 100k to retest 100k and continue downward. Now we have almost a hammer here on demand. I mean, you guys know that there is demand here, so it's still not moving up, man. Like still dropping. So so maybe maybe this imbalance here can be filled. This candle is not terrible, but so far we didn't have a strong reaction. How much is that? 94 to 97, so 3k. I mean, it's moving so fast now, so 3k is nothing. I don't know, guys. I'm like, I close my short for the moment. But I don't want to go long here. I'm still not confident to go long. As I said, I don't catch shit that goes down. This is look at this downtrend here. I mean, it's a perfect one. Here finish the uptrend, took a liquidity, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. So, you know, this could be ideal, right? But, or maybe all the way up here and then go down again. I mean, for sure you have higher chances, maybe 60% chances to to guess a short here versus a breakout, you know, because it's in the market structure. So 60 down, 40%, 60% down, 40% up, you know. And you guys know, you know, I play with the risk rewards. So every time I win, I try to aim for 3 rewards instead of lower. And when I lose 1 reward. So even though my win rate is 50%, so I lose 50 trades and I win 50 trades, I will still double up my portfolio. You know, I still play like that, man, because it's the winning strategy. Because you will have, we're no magician. We won't know what the fuck is gonna happen. We have no idea. We just have to guess and try to increase our percentage with the chances to guess the trade. But you know, if you have a 50% win rate, that's fucking good, man. You will win. Then if you're fucking good, then you can aim to 80% win ratio. Well, that's amazing. But you know, even the best hedge funds don't have higher than 50% win rate. What they have is a higher reward when they guess the winning trade. You know, that's what will make you profitable in the long run. So that's it. I don't want to add anything. I think I covered everything. You know, good luck with your trades. Good luck. Be careful. Just invest how much you can afford to lose. Don't go crazy. Don't go high leverage. I barely use leverage. If I use a risk and reward, I don't need to use leverage, to be honest. Leverage will just make you greedy as fuck. I mean, it can make you rich quick, but it can make you poor very quick too, so be careful. I mean, if you want to use leverage, at least use don't use cross, you know. Use isolate, so you just use your margin as liquidation. Because if you use cross and you have to put all your capital as to keep your position open, I mean, that's not good. All right, guys, I will close here. Talk to you soon and have a good day. Bye.